Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 161. Altimeter 1009.
Heading 161. Altimeter 1009. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
Okay, we're at a gate. The taxi route out to the departure runway will be as assigned. LVPs are in effect today, so let's exercise extra caution on the taxi out. This airport does not use ASDEX. We will use reduced thrust for takeoff. For the takeoff config, we'll use flaps 15. PACs will be on. Anti-ice is not required. No noise abatement departure procedure is required. Thrust reduction altitude is 1500 feet. Departure routing will be an ATC assigned SID. As for concerns, weather and terrain are both factors for the departure. Okay, for the takeoff briefing, I'll be the pilot flying. During the takeoff roll, you can call out any malfunction or warning and silence the oral warning. I will call stop or go. I'll reject the takeoff for any warning or condition that significantly affects the safety of the flight. Before 80 knots, I'll reject the takeoff for any of the following: takeoff configuration warning, system failures, activation of the master caution system, tyre failure, unusual noise or vibration, abnormally slow acceleration, if a side window opens, fire or fire warning, engine failure, predictive wind shear warning, if the airplane is unsafe or unable to fly. Between 80 knots and V1, I'll reject the takeoff for a fire or fire warning, engine failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if the airplane is unsafe or unable to fly. After V1, takeoff will be continued and no action will be taken before 400 feet other than to apply toga and silence the oral warnings. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, departure briefing complete.
Here's the load sheet for you. Have a nice trip.
Fantastic.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is ready to go.
Wonderful. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Are we clear to pressurize the hydraulics?
Roger, you are clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Thanks. Before start procedure.
Check. I'm ready for the checklist.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. MCP.
V2 is 151. Heading track 071. Altitude 10,000 feet.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 is 149. VR 150. V2 is 151.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Trim.
2.0 units, 0 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist complete.
Start the right engine.
Starting right. Oil pressure.
Start left engine.
Starting left. Oil pressure.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist. Complete.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist. Complete.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Cabin's ready. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set. $80 knots.
Check.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400 Climb.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up. Engine anti-ice selectors auto.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete.
Transition altitude. Set standard.
Standard set. $1,000 feet to level off.